All right, in this video, we're going to go over some tips and tricks for entering in the Galaxy PMS into M3. So the first thing we're going to look at here is a manager statistics report. And here we're just going to be looking at any comp rooms, vacant rooms, things like that. And this is a report that will provide us that information. That's going to be our first step. I'm just going to kind of scroll through here so you kind of see what that report looks like. It's a couple pages long. The next thing is this market segment analysis report. Now, what we're going to be doing is you're going to want to take this column right here, the rooms and the room revenue, and enter that into your M3 data report. Now, you may not have an account for every single one of these. So what you can do is you could export this in Excel or a TXT file and then create an Excel document that looks very similar to something like this, to where then you know exactly what information needs to be entered where. You can then paste that information into your room side, the room revenue side, and this will tell you where it needs to go in M3. If you don't have anything to set something like that up, what you can also do is come down here to the very bottom. Typically it's on the second page, and you can enter in your total rooms sold and your total room revenue amount. Then at the end of the month, your hotel accountant can do a reclass of all the activity that was entered into that one account. Typically it's the first account, like a bar, best available rate, or retail, and then they can reclass that activity out. So that's just a very, very helpful tip to get information entered in there on the room segment side very quickly by just entering it into one line and then reclassing it out at the end of the month. They can do that by taking the activity from the period to date activity and subtracting out the activity from period to date from the first day that you are out of M3 or needing to update. The next section here is going to be our daily revenue report. So you'll notice this activity here that's orange. That is orange because we've already entered and accounted for it on that market segmentation report mentioned earlier. So you don't need to re-enter this information twice. Otherwise, you are going to mess up. Essentially, you're going to over calculate your room revenue for the day. So please make sure of these items. Some hotels just use this item. Other hotels use that market segmentation report, and I want to point that out to you that way. The next thing here on this daily revenue report is this is all your revenue for the day. So you'll take whatever these accounts go to in your M3 daily report and enter that activity in from here. So it's going to include your room revenue, bar revenue. It will include non-revenue, such as taxes and tips. So here's like one of your tip lines with that. And then here's an example of the sales tax line. For some hotels, you have to include and add all of your taxes and gratuities together because there might be only one or two lines in your M3 daily report to capture that activity. So please make sure that that might be a process for you. I'm going to scroll down here. So here's your settlements. These are the payments received. With that, you'll notice that they are negative. For our hotels, we enter those as a positive based on how we set up the M3 daily report. This will be different for each hotel management company and how you set those up. So they may have to be entered as a positive number. I just wanted to point that out. And as we then go down into our ledger activity, don't forget that this direct bill amount must match the AR summary report net activity. If not, then you need to contact Galaxy support. Your M3 daily report will not roll over with that. So just wanted to make sure and point out that one little tip there. As we continue down through our daily revenue report, you do not have to worry about these deposits received or anything like that. That activity has already been taken care of with your other activities like your advanced deposits. Just want to finish up here. Balance today is going to be your net activity for your guest ledger for the day. And then you just take your balance previous day, subtract the balance for today, and make sure that that matches out. The advanced deposit summary report will provide you the details for that advanced deposit as will that AR summary report. You just take your ending or your balance today and take it out from your balance previous day, and that will give you the activity that you need. I hope you found this video helpful, and have a great day.